my argument is that children have been mollycoddled by us parents for a couple of generations now, but particularly in the last 10 or 15 years, when we lost the run of ourselves. And they've got to realise now that life is about work, and they don't seem to think that. When I asked them here what was their ambitions, they all want to be millionaires. When I asked them how do you want to be millionaires, I was told, well, we're going to win the lotto. So I was trying to impress upon them that any success I've had come from outworking everybody else. And that's what it's about. You've got to learn more, you've got to try and get to the top 10, top 3 in your class. You've got to make sure that you're not just aiming to be money rich, but health rich and career rich, and make sure you're in the right career and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going through with them. And I have to say, they're very alert, they're very aware, and I think they're a great youngsters here.
Will that message carry on through to the business people you're going to meet here too?
Well, it certainly is with regard to the work ethos, because a lot of them, because things are tough, they let their head go down. You've got to get up and you've got to get out there earlier, work a bit harder, find the leads, do more networking. There's just so much more we're capable of doing that people don't realise. I argue that probably every adult I know is only using 25% of their potential. I mean, success is easy if you do what I do. You get up at 4 in the morning, you do a 3 or 4 hours sleep, and I'm doing that all my life. So I can do double, treble what other people get through in a day. And that's the secret. That's, for me, it's the secret.
But these are uncertain times. I mean, the basic fundamentals for business in these days has been thrown upside down because of everything that's happened. How do you manage all of that and still be entrepreneurial and take risks?
Well, it's actually times like this are the times of opportunity. One man's problems is another man's opportunity. So our goal always has been a business that when the tough times come, we outwork everyone, we cut costs as far as is necessary to keep the business alive, we'll reduce our prices, but we'll make sure we keep going. It's all about cash flow. It's all about people getting your employees to stand up to the plate. And they're going to have to do more with less. The motor industry that I'm principally in dropped 70% last year. That's unsustainable. So our headcount, if you like, dropped by about 40%. Thankfully this year now we're hiring people back. And it's made a huge impact on the people that remained, because as I said, never mind your good job. I had my first recession back in 1956. I'd only started in the company. The Suez Canal was blocked. There was no petrol in Ireland for 10 months. Everything to do with cars stopped. The boss let everybody go except 10 of us, and he kept me. And I was only 3 months at the job. And when one of the fellas who was for it said, "What do you keep that little bugger for?" And the boss said, "I'll tell you why. He comes in 2 hours earlier in the morning, comes in 2 hours extra, gives me 2 hours extra in the evening, and he does things 10 times faster than anyone else. That's why I'm keeping him." He says, "You're never early, you're always late. You miss a couple of days every bloody month." That's why he stays and you goes, and that's the advice to everybody. You know, we might still have Dell computers down in Limerick if we had got more work. Everyone has, all these overseas companies looking for is more productivity. And we're all capable of adding 20, 30, 40% to our productivity. Where we sit down and say, yeah, well, I can do that. We're all looking at television for 3 or 4 hours a day, even though we're in a recession, even though things are terrible. We all look at television. Get out and do something.
So instead of blaming banks and policymakers and one thing and another, do it yourself.
Go out and make things happen. And I could say that to all these children here. Your future doesn't just happen, you create it. And where you are today is a result of what you did and the decisions you made in the past few years. Right, time for a change. Let's go. Got to do something different. I've got to do what I'm doing differently. How can I have some differentiation? And that's really what it's about.